If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him.
Ooh.
Something in him is weak.
What?
I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that. I think, oh, she must have got just she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
Hey yo. Hey, hold on. Hey yo, black. Wait. I can't even get right, bro. Hold on. Hey yo, black men. What's happening, man? Peace. Um, you guys heard what she was talking about, right? Hey yo, sometimes I wonder, do they even believe what they're talking about? Honestly, like, who's buying that? So what she said was, listen, when she sees a black man with a white woman, she sees a weakness in him. What? My thing is, what's the hyperfixation with white women? Why is it always white women? Even Kevin Samuel said that black women's biggest competition are Latinas and it's not white women. Why do you think all those brothers go down to Colombia, in the DR, Brazil, and all the Latin countries? Guys aren't really going out here for white chicks like that for real. I'm not saying you don't see black men with white women, but as far as dudes doing the whole, and I mean, it doesn't correlate to this specifically, but guys are going to pay for play for Latinas. They're not paying for play for white women. You know what I mean? And okay, let's get off the pay for play subject, right? And that's just showing you guys something, right? But okay, you see a black man with a white woman. What's the problem? I'm telling you guys, it's about the fact that you found happiness. It's about the fact that you are being treated well. I even told you guys in one of my old videos, listen, the engineer from my last job, he was with the Latina. And my manager was upset about him being with the Latina. She was talk about the Latina. I'm like, yo, what's the problem? You feel me? And it's because you're being treated better. So it's a weakness in him. You gotta think about this, right? And this is how black women perceive it, right? When you don't choose to be with them, it's because you can't handle them. Huh? What about the simp? The simp can't handle her either. She make the simp cry. She make the simp beg. She make the simp grovel. But it's the fact he's willing to put up with that. See, that's why I be telling you guys, it's a psychological thing. That's why I tell you guys you need monk mode. I call it semen retention. It is semen retention, monk mode, whatever you want to call it. It's one and the same thing. But that's why you need that so you can break off the plantation. Listen, on the plantation, everybody was brainwashed. You were under mind control. When you break away from that mind control, that's why they can perceive you as weak because you're somebody who's willing to go outside of the box. You feel me? You're not still trapped within the same four corners that was designed for you. If it was the four corners of your own mind, maybe that might be one thing, but the four corners weren't even designed for you by yourself. It was designed by somebody else to keep you stuck in a mental prism. You feel me? And that's why when you see the black man with the white woman, listen, automatically, or I was pretty much say any non-black chick, you know he's getting a better deal. Like that's what it boils down to. You feel me? It boils down to the fact that listen, when you're with this non-black woman, the things that you want as a black man, because when you really look at the guys that non-black women pick, it's the kind of men that black women overlook for whatever reasons, right? And you would think to yourself, yo, why would you overlook this kind of dude and he's a good catch? When you see guys making their moves, whether it's in the US or outside the country, it's the kind of guys that black women will give hell to. You feel me? The kind of dude where you gotta sit back and wait. You waiting your turn for 5 years, waiting your turn for 10 years, waiting your turn for 15 years. You still waiting, bro, to find your unicorn. And that's what I be trying to tell dudes for real. Like, yo, people who want to give black men grief about this, right? And this is why you can't talk to black men, dude. These simps and these Tyrones, and listen, they want you to run numbers game. You realize the time it's taken for you to run numbers game. You can just go somewhere else to a different race of women or a different race outside the country, and you're lowering your percentages. Not as far as like success wise, but as having to shoot as many shots, dude. You guys are out there like Kobe on his last game. Kobe's last game in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, he took 62 shots. Yo, I remember watching that game. Anytime he came down the court, they just passed the ball to him and he shot the ball. The man had 62 attempts. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? The man has so many attempts. That's what I'm trying to get at, dude. You don't need that many attempts to find something good. So when it comes to black chicks, think about it. You got to shoot 62 shots. So let's say you dated 62 women. You got a body count of 62 and you still don't have nobody. You still not married. You still not in a long-term relationship. You still don't have no kids. 62? Let alone 62 failed relationships. God forbid they didn't end up ending badly. You know what I'm saying? You guys were able to just go your separate ways, but God forbid you had bad breakups, fights, arguments. Chick was stealing from you. Chick called the police on you. You on child support. You know what I'm saying? You got divorced. You got cheated on. All them cheating videos I done made. So how many times do you have to go through that before you find a good one? And then reality is, bro, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. You go somewhere else, even in the US, you think you got to date 62 white chicks before you find a good one? You think you got to date 62 Esmeraldas before you find a good one? You got to date 62 Tiffany's before you find a good one? All right, let's bring the number down, bro. Come on, let's be more realistic. Let's say 20 chicks, right? You got to date 20 different Angies, 20 different Marias, 20 different Tiffany's, 20 different Caitlins, 20 different Amandas, 20 different Samanthas before you find a good one? 20? I can understand if you just want to run through some chicks, okay, but you're actually looking for something serious. Actually looking for something serious. It takes you 20 attempts. Come on. I'm not within that time, dude. You can really find something else to do better with your time than go out and date 62 women. Like, it shouldn't take that many attempts to find somebody good. And black men, when you sit here and talk to these pro black guys and these super knowledgeable simps and these dudes have so many adjectives to describe them. When you talk to these dudes, it's like keep on trying, keep on trying. No, I mean keep on trying. Yo, bro. See, that's why I don't really like talking to a whole bunch of black men for real. That's why I said I made the content for the 10%. I'm at the point now when the conversation is about women or it gears towards women, yo, I try to separate myself in the conversation because I already know the majority of black men. I'm not talking to the guys who I can relate to. You feel me? When they talk about women, I separate myself or I just keep quiet, dude. I'm not talking about my experiences. I'm not talking about what I believe in or what route guys should take. Listen, that's you guys. You don't need my input. You feel me? Because the 10%, we already know what time it is, dude. I feel like subconsciously, right? Because I see these guys in public, and obviously I'm not going up to them. He's not coming up to me and we're exchanging words, but we just look at each other. And especially I be seeing these dudes, they be with their non-black chick. I'll look at them, they look at me, I give bro the head nod. You know what I'm saying? And I know what time it is, bro, because I know you happy. I know you happy, dude. Listen, even when I was in Atlanta, I told you people I saw black men. I saw black men with non-black women, and guess what? Bro was smiling. You feel me? Bro was smiling when I saw, and especially the guys who fall into that 10%, right? When I saw those same dudes with black women, I'm like, damn, bro, you got your head down, you frowning, you look sad. And it's like, bro, I just know you was hoping to get a better deal. You just hoping, yo, I can get something good. Keep it a stack, man. I'm keeping it a whole buck with you dudes, man. When you see most of these dudes with the black chick out here, man, listen, yo, dude looks sad. You might see Tyrone happy. You might see Tyrone happy, but like the 10%, man, these dudes be looking defeated. Defeated, bro. Like I said, bro, when it comes down to it, it's about percentages, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking about it's a weakness in me. Then you said, oh, when you see the black woman with the white man, she's resting. Man, keep it a stack, dude. You fall into the same category as the rest of non-black women when it comes to white men. Yo, you just glazing them. That's all it is. See, when you as a black man dating non-black women, they're not glazing you. They're allowing you to operate in who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you don't gotta be some street figure, some tough, rough, aggressive, you know what I'm saying, street killer type dude, man, some 50 Cent from 2002 type dude, man. You don't gotta be all that, bro. You can just, that's why you see more clean cut, right? You see more clean cut, well put together guys with non-black chicks because that's the type that attracts women. That's the type that represents somebody who's going somewhere in life. That's the type who represents somebody who can support and maintain a family. You black women, you be worried about Tyrone. Tyrone, what is Tyrone doing for you? He's scamming. Tyrone is kicking in front doors. Tyrone is running up on people's car with a gun, talking about give me that shit. You feel me? Or even worse, Tyrone's trying to live off an image. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I mean, you guys can keep playing the losing game. Again, you do the same thing that the other non-black chicks do with white men. You glaze them. You treat them like God. Yo, keep it a stack for brothers who do date non-black chicks. Yo, she not treating you like God. She treating you like a human being, treating you like a man. You go and date white men and you treat him like God. The same white Jesus that you pray to. That's how you treat him. Anyways, man, I'm out. Peace.